Planning your first trip to the USA, it's the land of the free, the home of the brave, and a place where dreams come to life. But before you pack your bags and set off on your journey, there are a few crucial steps you need to undertake. First, and perhaps the most important, is securing a visa. There are two main types of visas UK citizens can opt for when planning a trip to the United States. The first is the visitor visa, also known as the B2 visa. This is a non-immigrant visa meant for tourists and those visiting the USA for medical treatment or to see friends and family. To apply for a B2 visa, you'll need to fill out an online application form, pay the visa application fee, and then attend an interview at your nearest US embassy or consulate. Second option, and the one that most UK citizens choose, is the Visa Waiver Program, or ESTA. Allows you to travel to the USA for tourism or business for up to 90 days without a visa. The application process for ESTA is straightforward. Need to complete an online form, pay a small fee, and generally you'll get a response within 72 hours. Regardless of which visa you choose, you'll need to have a few documents handy. Includes your passport, which should be valid for at least 6 months beyond your planned departure date, proof of your travel plans such as flight and hotel bookings, and evidence of your financial means to support your stay. Applying for a visa can sometimes take a while, especially during peak travel seasons. So it's best to start the process well in advance of your planned trip. Once you've secured your visa, you're one step closer to your American adventure. There's still plenty more to prepare for, so stay tuned as we delve further into everything you need to know before setting foot in the USA. Got your visa? Great! Now where do you plan to stay and how do you plan to get around? Well, the United States is a vast country and each city has its own unique transportation systems. In major cities like New York or San Francisco, public transportation like buses, trams, and subway systems are the norm. They're efficient, cost-effective, and often the fastest way to zip around the city. However, in cities where public transportation isn't as prevalent, taxis, Uber, or Lyft might be your best bet. These are perfect for short distances or if you prefer a more private mode of transport. But remember, fares can add up quickly, so plan your journeys wisely. Now, if you're planning to explore beyond city limits, renting a car might be the way to go. With a myriad of rental companies to choose from, you can find a vehicle that suits your needs and budget. Just remember to familiarize yourself with the American road rules and ensure your driving license is valid for use in the States. Now, let's talk about domestic flights. If you're planning to visit multiple states, hopping on a plane can save you a ton of travel time. With numerous airlines offering competitive rates, flying can be as affordable as it is convenient. Now that you've got your transportation sorted, let's move on to accommodations. The United States offers a wide range of places to stay, catering to all budgets and preferences, from luxury hotels with world-class services to budget-friendly hostels for the frugal traveler. There's something for everyone. If you're looking for a home-away-from-home experience, consider vacation rentals. Platforms like Airbnb offer a variety of options, from city apartments to quaint country cottages. But here's a pro tip. Regardless of your choice of transportation or accommodation, make sure to book in advance. Not only does this guarantee your spot, but it can also save you a significant amount of money. Remember, booking in advance can save you both time and money. Before you pack your bags, let's talk about health and safety. As thrilling as it is to explore new territories, it's crucial to remember that your well-being should always be a top priority. Let's start with health. The United States boasts some of the world's best medical facilities, but the cost of healthcare can be a bit of a shocker, and we're talking about anything from hundreds to thousands of dollars for even minor treatments. This is where travel insurance comes into play. It's not just about getting your bags replaced if they go missing or your flights reimbursed if they're cancelled. It's about protecting you from hefty medical bills if you get sick or injured during your trip. So before jumping on that plane, make sure you've got a comprehensive travel insurance policy. And while we're on the topic of health, don't forget to check if you need any vaccinations before traveling to the States. The UK's National Health Service website is a good place to start. Now let's move on to safety. The United States is generally a safe place to visit, but just like anywhere else in the world, it pays to be cautious. Keep your belongings secure at all times and never leave them unattended. Be aware of your surroundings and avoid less populated areas, especially at night. It's also important to respect local laws and customs. Remember, you're a guest in another country, so it's only polite to abide by their rules. And just in case you find yourself in an emergency, it's good to have these numbers on hand. 911 is the general emergency number, and the British Embassy can be reached at 202 588 6500. With these tips in mind, you can ensure a safe and worry-free trip. Now that the basics are covered, let's dive into American culture and social etiquette. First off, let's talk about tipping. In the United States, tipping is not just a nice gesture, it's often expected. Whether it's at a restaurant, in a taxi, or even at your hotel, a tip of 15 to 20% is the norm. Remember, many service workers rely on tips as a significant part of their income. Next, greetings. A simple hello or hi usually does the trick. Americans often ask, "How are you?" as part of their greeting. Don't be surprised, it's just a friendly way to say hello, and a simple "good, thanks" is an appropriate response. Now let's discuss punctuality. Americans value time and being on schedule. If you're invited to a social event, arriving right on time or a few minutes early is appreciated. For business appointments, being on time is crucial. Running late, it's considered polite to call and let the person know. One of the wonderful things about America is its cultural diversity. The country is a melting pot of cultures, each with its own customs and traditions. In New York, you might find a fast-paced lifestyle with a myriad of cultures on every corner. In the southern states, you'll experience hospitality and a slower pace of life. The West Coast is known for its laid-back vibe and focus on outdoor living. So be prepared to encounter a variety of cultural experiences as you travel across the country. Finally, let's touch on the American love for sports. Whether it's football, basketball, or baseball, sports are a passionate part of American culture. If you get the opportunity, attending a live game can be an exhilarating experience and a great way to immerse yourself in American culture. Understanding these cultural norms can help you blend in and enjoy your trip more. So pack your bags, keep these tips in mind, and get ready for an exciting journey through the United States. So what's there to see and eat in the USA? Well, the United States is a vast and diverse country, and each region has its own unique attractions and cuisine. Starting on the East Coast, New York City is an absolute must visit. It's a melting pot of culture with iconic landmarks like Times Square, Central Park, and the Statue of Liberty. While you're there, don't forget to grab a slice of the city's world-famous pizza or a bagel. Traveling south, you'll find yourself in the heart of Southern charm, Charleston, South Carolina. It's known for its well-preserved architecture, rich history, and mouth-watering Southern cuisine. Be sure to try a bowl of shrimp and grits or a plate of fried chicken. Moving westward, you'll hit the Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Known for its legendary country music scene, it's also home to some of the best barbecued ribs you'll ever taste. And of course, don't forget to try the city's signature hot chicken. Next up, the Grand Canyon in Arizona is an awe-inspiring sight. It's one of the natural wonders of the world and is definitely worth the visit. While in the Southwest, be sure to try the local Mexican-inspired dishes like tacos and enchiladas. Finally, on the West Coast, Los Angeles, California is a hub of entertainment and beach culture. Visit the Hollywood Walk of Fame, stroll along Santa Monica Pier, and relax on the famous Venice Beach. While you're there, indulge in some fresh sushi or a classic California burger. The culinary scene in the USA is just as diverse as its landscapes. From the fast food joints that have become global phenomenons to the regional specialties that reflect the country's multicultural heritage, there's something to satisfy every palate. Remember, these are just a handful of the many incredible places to visit and foods to try in the United States. Each city and region offers its own unique experiences, so don't be afraid to venture off the beaten path. With so much to see and taste, your American adventure awaits. So there you have it, a beginner's guide to visiting the USA. We've navigated through the maze of visa requirements, explored various transportation and accommodation options, and dished out essential health and safety tips. We've even taken a cultural deep dive, understanding the norms and etiquette. And of course, we've highlighted some must-visit places and mouth-watering local cuisine. It's a big, beautiful country waiting to be discovered. Remember, preparation is key to a successful trip. Safe travels.